Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan returns to the Senate for the first time after her outburst and confrontation with the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio. The Kogi Central Senator arrived at the Senate accompanied by her husband and armed with a sexual harassment petition against the Senate President. Akpoti-Uduaghan went straight to her newly allocated seat in strict compliance with a seat arrangement she had bluntly refused to obey a fortnight ago. She remained seated while other senators rose to their feet to welcome the President of the Senate into the chamber in line with parliamentary practice. The plenary is the first since Akpoti-Uduaghan's sexual harassment allegation against Akpabio. In an interview she granted Arise News, Akpabio seized the moment, even in the presence of visiting British parliamentarians, to defend himself, denying Uduaghan's allegation. He even went further to deny ever harassing any woman in his entire life.
I would like to state clearly that at no time did I ever attempt any sexual harassment on the said distinguished Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan or any other woman for that matter.
Akpoti-Uduaghan quickly raised a petition almost as soon as Akpabio had finished talking. She came on Order 40, insisting on the weighty allegation against Akpabio.
The petition is in my name against the President of the Nigerian Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuse of office, and malicious obstruction of my legislative functions.
Akpoti-Uduaghan's petition was granted by Akpabio, a move the Chief Whip Mohammed Monguno quickly countered. The Natasha's petition was defective as the matter was already in court and that the petition violated Senate standing order that no senator can submit a petition on his or her own behalf.
We gave ourselves these rules in order to regulate our proceedings. Any deviation from these rules in guiding our proceedings is an invitation to chaos and anarchy. And as such, the Senate will jealously stamp its feet with a view to jealously guarding and protecting the sacred provisions of our rules.
To save a petition, Uduaghan resorted to Order 10, alleging that the attempt to refuse a petition is in breach of her privileges.
I stand and I believe herefore, sir, that your denial, your refusal to accept and treat my petition before the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges and Abuse of my privileges, and I say forth, that this matter is not subject, it is not before the court. The matter before the court is on the defamation and cyberbullying statements made by your special assistant on new media, Mr. Patrick Conform, who addressed my decent outfits as transparent, thereby depicting that I walk sedulously and naked to the chambers. That is the nature of the petition of the case in court.
Akpoti-Uduaghan's voice rose louder in protest.
On privileges, please. I believe, and please, would you stop turning off my microphone? I represent people, and I represent women who have been silenced.
When the dust settled, the Senate leader Okwemi Bamidele continued from where Monguno stopped, arguing that the Senate erred in accepting a defective petition.
Mr. President, I sympathize with you. As a man being accused of sexual harassment, I am not going to comment on that because there will be an ample opportunity for the relevant authorities to deal with that. But I know, dear colleagues, that distinguished Senator Natasha went to court on a matter, then appeared on Arise TV on another matter, talking about sexual harassment. And the wife of the President of the Senate, Mrs. Uloma Akpabio, on behalf of the family, the children, went to court. And parties have been served on allegation of sexual harassment. So it is important for the public to know, and also our observers, including our foreign observers, who are also parliamentarians from the United Kingdom,
actually referred her matter, not because I was not aware of the provisions of the rule, I was, but it's still because when people are watching from outside, they may not know that we are guided by, I will call it laws, allowed by the Nigerian Constitution for us to make.
The matter was eventually left to the Ethics Committee to decide. In the heat of the drama and quoting from the Holy Bible, Senator Cyril Fashui added new twist to the entire scandal. And he said he will bring a petition from former governor of Ekiti State, Gaudi Fahimi, alleging that it is in Akpoti-Uduaghan's character to throw false allegations.
Mr. President, I am coming officially with a petition from my former governor on the allegation that he sold Ajaokuta steel mill when he was a minister. And Senator Natasha was the one that alleged as at that time. And as at today, Mr. President, Ajaokuta steel mill it still belongs to the federal government of Nigeria.
While the plenary sitting was ongoing, pro-Natasha protesters stormed the National Assembly complex in the early hours of Wednesday, demanding fair treatment for her. It was also on the day that the Senate Ethics Committee began the probe into Akpoti-Uduaghan's alleged misconduct, with the Senator Neda Maswen-led panel taking testimonies from Senator Yemi Adaramodu and two other witnesses, Sajid Adam and the chairman on rules and business. Natasha did not appear before the Senate panel, even when the announcement was made while she was in the chamber. Instead, a lawyer sent in a letter asking the panel not to entertain the matter following a court ruling stopping the process. On the petition on alleged sexual harassment that she submitted earlier in the day, the Senate panel simply threw it out, saying it is dead on arrival.
As a matter of fact, the first thing we ask when the petition comes before us is whether or not that petition is before any law court. And if the answer is yes, we do not touch such petitions.
Akpoti-Uduaghan's fate about her outburst now seems to rest completely in the hands of the Senate Plenary Committee. Omo Bazwai, Arise News.